Today I'm going to show you how I use this viral Amazon brush to do my concealer, my blush, and my contour. If you are going to follow along, you will need a little paper towel because you are going to need to clean off your brush in between. But to start out, we're going to go in with a concealer. I like to go super bright underneath the eye, and I run it all across my under eye. I don't do a triangle through the center of my face, between my eyebrows, and on my chin. Grab your flat brush and start where the concealer ends. Blend out the edges first, and then work your way up towards that lash line like this. Use the flat side to shear it out across the forehead if you put concealer here, and that straight edge to work around your eyebrows. But I don't really like a super carved look. And then use this edge to blend out the nose and the flat side to blend out the chin. Grab your paper towel, wipe it off. Now it's contour time. Go in with the very tip of the brush and dust on some product. Identify where your actual cheekbone sits and go slightly above it so that we can create the illusion of a more lifted bone structure. And I personally like to scoop it towards my nose, kind of like the letter J. And I also do this without actually picking up the brush so that it's really blended and pushed into the skin nicely. Grab a bit more and then use this edge to contour around your lower lip to make it look more full. And you can use that same technique to literally create a new jawline and push it up by the ear so that it has continuation in color and creates a more realistic looking shadow. And now here's my favorite part. I'm grabbing a little bit of contour and I'm lining up the brush right near the front of my brow, and I'm going to pull through, getting a nice thin line right through here, and then adding some to the tip to shorten it up through here. I will say that nose contour is very specific for your shape and your desired outcome, so you're welcome to try this technique, but this may not work for everyone's face shape. Now, because we've used this brush to contour quite a few places on the face, I'm just going to wipe it off on this paper towel and then go in and blend. I go in the direction of the contour and then across so that there are no harsh lines. And I also use the flat side to lightly disperse that product so that we have shadow and we have contour, but it's blended. And I like to think about this in like a zigzag motion. So I'm literally just going like this on the cheek. You can literally see that color being diffused. Wipe off product again. And then to blend out my nose contour, I'm just going to go over the sides, up and down in that zigzag pattern to soften it all up. And with whatever product is left on the brush, I pull it through the crease to start building out our eye makeup. I'm going to lightly set the under eyes before they crease and then come back and show you exactly how I use this brush for blush. Welcome to blending out our liquid blush. So because we've used this for contour and concealer, we now need to go in and buff it out on a paper towel to get out some of this product. And now I'm going to show you how to blend out with blush. Rather than dotting this on the face, we're going to use a palette, or you can use the back of your hand and take some of that product and use our flat brush to get just a little bit and then shear it out. And you're just going to do that a few times until you feel like the brush has an even application. Identify where you want to put your blush and tap it on. Build up the intensity, flip the brush, hold it at the tail end, pat and press. Now I'm going to use this side of the brush where the flat side kind of meets that base and use this to smooth out the edges. And because this is so flat, it kind of forces you in a way to really blend and really shear out that product. So you get color, but it doesn't get cakey. Now, if you feel like your blush got a little out of bounds, go in with the fluffy brush and go back in with your under eye powder and buff out over the edges to reestablish those borders. And while I do think using this flat brush to apply your liquid or cream blushes might be a little more time consuming and not so beginner friendly, it is doable and it's kind of fun just to try. And this is the finished look using this viral Amazon flat brush for my concealer, my contour, my blush. And while this may not be an everyday tool for you, I love the versatility and the price point of this. Let me know if you get it.